Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode here on the Cosmic multiplayer server. Now in the last episode we explored the spawn area a little bit, but in today's episode I'm going to show you our little starter home. Now from the main spawn I journeyed south almost 2,000 blocks, or just shy of 2,000 blocks, and I've set up a little hole in the side of a mountain range, and if we turn around we can see there up in the mountaintop we have our starter base. So I'm going to head on up there now and I'll show you around and see what we have just for our basic starter infrastructure. So here we are everyone, this is our basic starter home. This is just a little hole in the wall just so we have some defences and somewhere just to store our initial stuff. This is actually all going to be dismantled later on this afternoon because I've come up with a design for a nice house that I want to build. I was originally going to make this kind of like a mine shaft entrance, but I think what I'm going to do is build a mine shaft entrance a little bit further down the hill. Of course, as well, we've chosen one of the most difficult places to live in the world here because we have to stop water from freezing, we have to clear the snow, so at the minute we only have just a little bit of crops here. And I've just demolished one of them there. But what you'll see here though is we have our, just to supplement our food, this is our ultra slim chicken machine. At the minute it's just starting up, so it's only got a little bit in here. But I'll show you a little bit inside. I should say as well, any of the other players that find themselves exploring in this area, if you are hungry, you know, exchange anything for chicken that's in here. That's why I built it on the outside, so that people can have public access to it. As far as I'm aware, there's no one else around here except for one of the other new players that joined the same day that I did. And if we zoom in over there, I went over there and I loaded the chunks just so I could do this shot. You can just see her base is just forming over there, so we actually have a neighbour in here. And these plains here are a brilliant space I found just for, I've been running around gathering up some wool. I know I don't have enough to build what I've got planned to build here today, but at least I can get started on it and then we can bring some sheep over here and build an actual farm at a later date. Right, anyway, let's move away from the chicken machine. How on earth did you get out? Or are you one of them chickens? Anyway, let's hop in here. So you can see here we have our little outpost. It is just absolute basic. We have a hole in the wall here. We have an infinite water source, so that I don't step over it. I've put some stairs on either side. That goes down into the mines. And we also have here, once I got down there, by absolute random chance, the place where I was starting to mine is directly underneath here. I thought it was, once I dug down, I was going to have to spend absolutely ages finding out where this connected up. But let's hop down here and I'll show you where the our mining face is. So here we are, we're now down here at the mining face. Let's just pop this up here. We are at 11. I tend to dig around 11 and 12 because this is where the lava is level. So what it gives us light as we go as we dig out larger areas, and it also means that if we're digging any lower, it means I'm not going to get covered in it as easy. So at the minute we have mine shafts going off here. I just dug this one here. This is going to go all the way to spawn. You know what I'm like, I don't mind digging out large tunnels unaided by beacons, and I will use iron tools and diamond tools as well. It's no problem to me. I will grind a massive hole here, taking us all the way back to spawn at some stage. If you've seen some of my Bedrock world as well, you will see that there is just thousands and thousands of blocks dug out in all directions. At the minute though, there is nothing much else down here. This just leads to a dead end, and if you go, where is it, over here, this eventually leads through a labyrinth of holes and lands you back at that big staircase that was in our main chamber. But let's just hop out here and I'll show you what we've got upstairs. So you see as well, as normal, for the waterways I've indicated up and down by the position of the torch on the thing. I tell you what, just to stop any more confusion, let's where did that torch? Oh, I keep forgetting about this offhand thing because we don't have that in Bedrock. Right, let's pop that back in our other hand. I've done this one slightly different though, as in the Bedrock ones, all you have to do is you can build the water shaft, and then if you place the block, it will turn them all to source blocks. That doesn't work in Java, so I've had to build the 3 out and basically do it as an infinite water source going up and just slowly floating up to the top. But one thing though is the speed that we can get up in here. We're just rocketing up here. I will put this all the way out to the surface of the top of the mountain at some stage or other, but for now it just brings us up into here. So what we have here is, this is no entry, so anyone that's passing by, you're quite welcome to come in here and shelter. You can go down to the mines if you want, and you can grab some chicken from there, but this is the private zone upstairs. It's where at the minute I'm keeping all of our junk. So at the minute we have here, I have access to throw in eggs down here or to go and breed the chickens. So I'll close that. We have our bed. Now, setting spawn on this server was an absolute nightmare, I found, because it's not like on Hermitcraft where anyone can sleep and it puts them out. On this one, it appears that everyone must have to agree to sleep. So I come on at 3 o'clock in the morning when there was nobody here so that I can actually set my spawn in this bed. But anyway, we have some odds and ends in here. I've roughly categorised them, so this is going to be where we're going to keep our redstone box stuff. We have just some random blocks. We've got the wool and terracotta and stuff. Anything to do with wood is going to go into this box. We have stone, or like, you know, the various stones and dirts and sands are going to go here. Here we have just random, what I sort of call entity blocks, which we have, you know, things like the dyes, and actually I can put those up there as well. Oh, actually, that's one thing that I forgot to build. The whole reason that I went out before was... There we go, we wanted to build a helmet for going down to the mines, so we violated health and safety when we went down to the mines before, so we should have been wearing our work helmet. But I knew there was a reason I forgot I was going to come back to base before I started recording. But anyway, what else have we got in here? So we've got the redstone one, and here is our food chest. Now, there is a village not far from here. There's quite a few different diverse biomes here. We have a big massive plains over here. We have plenty of wood supply down here. Over here we've got some spruce, not spruce, sorry, birch even. But if we, I didn't actually load the chunks in. Let's scoot down here and see if we can load at least a little bit of them in. So here we have, that is our mountain that we have our little starter base in. And here we have a little savanna biome. And over here there is a big desert. And it's just beyond what's rendered in, but just in there, there is a desert village, and just a little ways from that there was actually a desert temple that I've already raided just for a few starting supplies and the TNT. So there we have it, everyone. That was just a quick little look at what our starter hole, as we're going to call it, is just looking at there. So we've got the anyone that's passing by. There is the chicken vending machine there at the front. At some point as well we have our neighbour over there, so I don't know, maybe we'll drop a gift off for them over there. I did actually take shelter in their house yesterday when I was searching for my missing dog. I do have a dog. I thought, being in the John Wick skin, I better have a dog, and I got it, and we're walking back and it stopped teleporting to me. I have no idea where it is, but somewhere between here, where we are down here, and spawn, is a dog with a black collar. If anyone does see it, please box it in somewhere and send me the coordinates so I can go and collect her. But anyway, I'm now going to go and knock this down and start building a proper house here on the side of this mountain. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, favourite and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.